Okay, cool. Today we are going to discuss which gas do plants breathe in. Okay, we know that plant have got special organelles called plastid through which the process of photosynthesis occurs. Okay, it is the specific feature of plant cell. So now we are going to discuss which gas do plants breathe in, like animal cell, we human as an animal cell, which gas do we breathe in? Okay, our body cells require oxygen. Okay, our body cells require oxygen for the process of respiration, for breaking down glucose molecules into ATP, that is energy currency of the cell. So like us, plants also require oxygen for their respiratory processes. Okay, so answer to this question, which gas do plant breathe in, will be oxygen. Okay, now a question arises that if plant also uses oxygen for its respiratory processes, why do we say that plant produce oxygen? Okay, so here is the concept. There are two processes in the plant. One is photosyn photosynthesis. Photo means sun, synthesis means to to make. Biology is all about name. Okay, you can break the syllable in two different words, photo and synthesis. Okay, and other one is respiration. By respiration, and here is the equation of these two processes. These two processes are going in plants. Okay, photosynthesis is done by plants to capture sunlight and to make glucose. The equation is 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O, that will result in the formation of C6 H12O6, that is glucose molecule. Okay, the first product of photosynthesis is glucose molecule and 6H2O and 6O2. Okay, this is the equation of photosynthesis. And coming to respiration, if we see here, the equation will be C6H12O6 plus 6O2, that will result in C6, that will result in the formation of 6H2O plus 6CO2 plus energy. Okay, these two are the reactions of photosynthesis and respiration. In photosynthesis, we are seeing that plant is using carbon dioxide. Okay, this is carbon dioxide, and producing oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Main product of photosynthesis is this glucose molecule, and this oxygen is byproduct of photosynthesis. Okay, and in respiration we are seeing that plant is using oxygen. Okay, and producing carbon dioxide as a byproduct. Okay, carbon dioxide. Okay, so and one more thing, this photosynthesis, this will happen only in the presence of sunlight. Only in the presence of sunlight. Sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay, this photosynthesis occurs only in the presence of sunlight, and the process of respiration is occurring 24/7 in plants. Means this process of respiration will never going to be stopped. This will continue and continue. Plant cell will need ATP. Okay, From this process of respiration, plant obtain energy in the form of ATP. They will use that ATP in their metabolic processes in growth and metabolism. Okay, so this process of respiration is a continuous process. This is going 24 into 7, and the process of photosynthesis, this is happening only in the presence of sunlight. Presence of sunlight. So here we can see that only in the presence of sunlight plant is using CO2 and releasing oxygen, but 24/7 continuous process respiration is, okay, it is going 24/7. We can see that plant is using oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide, but the amount of oxygen, here is the concept, here is the actual fact, the amount of oxygen produced during photosynthesis is much more than the amount of oxygen consumed during respiration. This ratio, some books say that this is in the ratio 10:1. Means if a plant produces 10 kilo of oxygen during photosynthesis, it will use only 1 kilo of that oxygen in respiration. So we can say that plant produces much more oxygen, but only in the presence of photosynthesis. In the presence of respiration, which is occurring 24/7, which is a continuous process, plant is using oxygen like us for breaking down that glucose molecule into further forms of energy. Okay, so here we can say that answer to this question will be, which gas do plants breathe in, will be oxygen. Okay, but in the presence of sunlight, plant uses carbon dioxide exhaled by us and other factors like vehicles, there are many factors for releasing carbon dioxide. Plant is using that carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen, and that oxygen released is much more than the oxygen consumed by plant during respiration. This is the fact. So the oxygen in the environment is produced by plants, but only in the presence of sunlight. Here is the concept. Hope you get it. Cool.